right, y'all. Well, we are hanging out today with 112. So you know I'm excited. Shani Scott here. DJ Bink is on my other side of the break room. And we got a special treat for everybody today, Bink. We are debuting 112 new song. We got it first before anybody. This is where you get the premieres from.
Already.
I gotta say, now you know we go back, and you were Slim. Now you big fine Slim. What's up?
Hey man, big Slim. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like in my family. I'm still a little runt. I don't weigh but 167 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody used to me being 125 pounds. I'm in my 40s, man. I can't be doing it. My sons will be having a field day with me. You know what I'm saying? So.
How old is your kids? So, how old is your kids?
Oh, 20, 22, and 24. So,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know, it's just one of those things where it's just one of them things where I'm proud of them boys too, because you know what I'm saying. All my sons just closed in on houses and they bought brand new cars. You know what I'm saying. So they've been listening to their daddy. So you know what I'm saying. So you know, generational wealth is definitely is you know what I mean. Putting a priority in our family, so you know what I'm saying. So, hey, they just carrying on the legacy.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Well, Mike has joined the party. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm not 100. You know, I took the COVID test Sunday. I've been sick ever since last Thursday, so y'all bear with me on this.
How many days it just Bink, Mike? Man, I ain't see you in a minute, man. But I'm glad you joined us, man. How long do them results take, man? It's like 2 to 3 days, right?
If it's a positive test, it takes about 2 or 3 days. But when I took the test on Sunday, they said it was going to take anywhere from 7 to 14 days. But but whatever it is I got, man, I wouldn't wish this on my enemy.
Okay. We praying for you to a speedy recovery, and you come back 100%, because y'all got work to do. Y'all feel, you know. Even though we're in this COVID situation, y'all can still go on tour virtually. So we're gonna need to see you on the stage singing and dancing. Especially this new song.
So I'm fluid up. I'm drinking fluids and all this stuff, and all of oregano and all that other stuff that people just been giving me with all kind of stuff, man. I said, look, y'all got me full of more drugs than CVS, man. So.
That's what that is. Hey, add garlic, ginger, and apple cider vinegar to that diet, dog. Just add that in there, man. That'll definitely help, man. I ain't no doctor, man. I'll be listening to what people be saying too.
Listen, I'm gonna try whatever, man. I gotta get out of this, man. Like I don't get, like Slam will tell you, I don't get sick, you know. So So for me to get sick, man, that this is something crazy. Like I don't wish this on nobody, bro. But you know,
Hey, let me ask y'all something, man. You know, we got all these verses going on. You know, the verses is kind of like a thing that's been entertaining us during the COVID season. Y'all just did a versus Twin and them. Talk about that experience, man, and how the fans showed up for that, man. I had a good time watching that, man. Talk about that experience.
Oh man, well, it was an amazing situation, because the one good thing about verses is that this is something that the people calls out. You know, Timberland and Swiss. You know, big shouts out to them for you know, basically making making this platform for, you know, for us artists to, you know what I mean, like, wow, we can't get out here and we can't be on the stage or whatever, but we can't, it just allows us to just be artists and, you know what I'm saying, have that feel, you know what I mean, and you know, for the younger artists that's on social media that don't know too much about the older artists, they get a chance to see what catalog feels like and, you know, where they got the energy from. It's sort of like a history class, you know what I'm saying, a fun history class, right? So you know what I mean, with us, you know what I mean, like the world has spoke. They wanted to see 112 versus Jagged Edge, two of the premier groups of our era. You know what I mean? Faced off with catalogs and situations. But it really wasn't like a competition to us, more than, you know what I mean, celebrating our catalog, just our legacies. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends and been doing this even before we all had deals. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, I ain't gonna front. That was a nice gratification to see, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, the fans, the Billboard, Revolt, and Versus, you know what I mean, deemed us as the winners.
Yeah, they did.
That was an amazing situation. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, it was just a blessing, and you know what I'm saying. Just coming together, just playing amazing good music. You know what I'm saying. Felt good.
Yeah.
ATL won.
Okay, that's what's up. So, okay, while we're on the topic of that, when the whole thing came out that you guys were going to do the verses, and another story came out about the group splitting up and the other two members being upset with you guys. Can you speak on that and tell the fans, what's really going on between 112?
Yeah, we can speak on that. Yeah, I found that because we saw it like days before the verses we saw what they had posted, and I found it funny because anybody that really follows this whole situation could do the timeline themselves and figure out exactly like these guys were doing some BS at that point, man. So I just found it funny that they were responding the way that they were and not being men about it and owning the fact that they walked away from 112. And that's exactly what it was. We told them dudes this not the first time that these guys walked away from 112. And this time we told them because listen, if you guys walk away this time, there ain't no coming back. You just can't, at this point we just can't allow you to come back just willy nilly and stuff, man, because we're going to put in the work and we're going to put in the money, the resources to rebrand this whole thing. If the group is going to be, just the two of us, then we're going to rebrand this as the two of us, and we're going to put in a whole lot of money. We're going to put out a whole lot of resources. We're going to call in a lot of favors, to rebrand this group. And once your money dry up, you ain't gonna be able to just come back and be like, hey guys, let's crank this thing up again. So that was the whole gist of it. We were just like, listen, if God told you to go in a different direction, that's fine. But just know that once you make that decision, it's not gonna be, just easy for you to come right back. So
Y'all still have conversations? Is this like four brothers and y'all just can't agree on how you gonna divide the land up? So this is just an issue that, hey, we gotta kind of agree to disagree. So we put it on the back burner, but we still love each other. We
Uh,
still kick it. We still call each other, hey, you all right? Had a kids, had a wife. Is that the situation?
no,
no, no,
Okay.
no. That's definitely not the situation. And I think that's where people kind of got it confused or whatever. Like all of those feelings left like way years ago. So when we got back together in 2012, I know I can speak for myself. Well, I made it very, very I made it clear that what I'm saying. This is business. You know what I'm saying. This is a business situation. We had situations that needed to be rectified, but I think that me and Mike we kind of came in and made a lot of decisions with our hearts instead of our heads. And you know what I'm saying. So when things started happening the same way as it did before, we shouldn't have been surprised. But you know what I'm saying. So it's one thing about being in the group is it's like being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, you know, people, everybody's not perfect. People gonna mess up or whatever, right? You give them a shot, but you gotta let them know that it's not sweet like that. You feel me? So, like when you do the same thing over and over again, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? The relationship can become very toxic. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
So
so
this was around the time y'all did the Bad Boy tour.
this was
oh, that
2 years
was
ago.
Yeah.
This was
So
this was around the '90s block party tour. This is it. It actually started going left um, during the '90s block party tour.
The
well,
recent one,
I
Yeah,
went to the Bad Boy tour in Dallas. Y'all did the thing. Me and my girls was out there singing every song. Y'all look amazing,
yeah,
good.
it was yeah, we yeah, it was a really good time on that Bad Boy tour, and the '90s block party tour had potential to be really good move as well, man. But again, and I don't want to give these guys that much more energy than we already are. But when you make a decision, as a man, you got to stick with it. And
that's what it is.
Yeah,
yeah, and Slim and myself, we decided that we were going to continue the legacy, and keep that moving on as well. So again, God go with them. If the Most High told them that they have to go in a certain direction, then all good. God go with you. However, we're going to continue moving forward with this 112 thing. And one last thing I will say about that, as far as like brothers and all this other stuff, brothers don't sue each other, and they don't, they don't throw lies and things like that out there for the people to lead confusion. That whole thing that those mentions or whatever it was that they was doing during the verses. Yeah, all of that stuff, man, that was some BS, and we had to hold our tongues, man, like we've been holding our tongues, because we know that at the end of the day we're winning. And there's no sense in us addressing lies, addressing ignorance when we're winning. And for them dudes to do that around the same time that we were doing something that was a celebration of the group or whatever, I felt like that was really low, and I felt like it was beneath us to respond. And the best way we could have responded, man, was just to have a good time with Jagged and basically beat these guys on the verse. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't want to give them guys that much more energy than we are. God bless them, but at the same time, man, St. Elsewhere.
All right. Well, and we do have something to celebrate because today it happens. It drops today. Spend it all. What are we spending all? Are we spending all the money? Are we spending all your life?
We're doing it all. We're doing it all. Like, we grown men, you know what I'm saying? So, when you embark on a relationship and you know how to please your queen, you gotta let that queen know that, we're taking it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like, this not a kid song. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just spending the money, we're spending our time, we're spending the rest of our lives. We're doing everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this song is for anybody that can sing it. So it's for the guy, it's for the man and the woman. You know what I'm saying? So you can sing it to each other. You feel me? This is next level type stuff that we own. So you know what I'm saying? So we are approaching it at a grown person's point of view. So you know what I'm saying? So if you're in that mind frame, you definitely understand where we come from.
And you definitely sell the song, Slim. You definitely could sell a song really well. That was a good intro to that song. We can't wait to see the visual for it. We kind of talked about this offline, so can we share with the audience when the visual will be ready or out? When will we debut it here? When you gonna send it to me?
Ooh, that's a great question. We just got the first. We just got the first edit of the first rough edit of the video, with 2 videos actually, and they look amazing. It's a few minor things that we have to adjust with the videos and stuff like that. But other than that, my guy Damien, he did an amazing job, and he came out from Cali, and him and his crew came out, and they just did an amazing job, man. And 12 has never looked so, I want to say happy. I guess it could be the fact that we hadn't done anything in months, and we were just, but we smiling throughout the whole videos, man. So we're just really we're really happy that the product came out the way that it did. You gotta enjoy the video. It's a real it's a real love ballad video. You know what I mean? It's no frills, and it's just, hey man, it's straight to the point. It's about love, and which is what we are. We're love makers, and our contribution to the world right now, man, is to spread as much love as we possibly can. Especially with all this turmoil that's going on right now. What we need now is love, man, and this record is our contribution, as I said, to bring love as much as we possibly can, man. This is a real R&B record, something that we've been missing for a long time. So I'm excited. I know Slim is excited. And we just wait. As soon as we get those dates, as far as when the visuals are ready, we'll let you guys know definitely. And you guys will be the first ones to get it. Absolutely.
That's what that is. Like that boy Slim said, man. One thing I like about what y'all both said, man, is y'all got a vision. Not the 112 from the 90s, not you already know 112 from the 2000s, but this new vision of 112 that has a message for grown men business. We grown men, man. We 40 plus. Grown men business. And you got a song to reflect that, man. So, you know, a lot of people, man, in the game, man, you know, you just think about everybody who was out in the 90s still trying to hop on these young tracks with the baby and all this stuff. And, you know, it kind of takes them out of their legacy, man. Mike, you just said 112's legacy is to spread that love, man. Y'all been spreading love. Hell, y'all got me through college. But now y'all got a whole new vision because it's grown man business. And y'all got a record to reflect that. So, man, I can appreciate that, man. Real talk. I can appreciate that, man.
Absolutely, man. And we definitely, that was our goal, man. It's to, you know, like I said, man, like we, you know, people wanted to steer us in the direction of, you know, well, we need a little baby or the baby or, you know, and all this stuff. And it was like, man, we can do this ourselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to those guys, man, because right now they popping. But you know, we can do this ourselves, man. This is our representation. This is our EP, and we've been able to stand on our own, you know, for since the beginning, man. And yes, we've had people, but we've always been able to stand on our own and stuff, man. So, you know, it was conversation, but you know, like you said, this grown man business now, man, and it's time that we go ahead and solidify 112 as being them icons. And just put that stamp on it, man, because, you know, we've been flirting around and playing around with it for some years. Now it's time finally it's time for us to put that stamp on it, you know, and you know, just be you guys, New Edition, you guys, Boys to Men, you guys, Jodeci for this generation. You know what I mean? And that's we believe that we deserve to be on that tier with those three groups, with the New Editions, with the Boys to Men, with the Jodeci. We believe that, you know, we have the requisite resume to be right there with them. You know what I mean? So, you know, why not just go ahead and solidify that?
Hey, have y'all been approached by Unsung? Because y'all ain't did no Unsung yet. Have y'all been approached by them?
Yeah, we've been approached by them, but you know, Mike and myself, we feel like, you know, the book is still being written right now. So, you know, usually people get on Unsung, it's kind of like the final chapters. Man, we got unfinished business to handle. You know what I mean? So one of them is definitely the star on the Walk of Fame. We want the induction in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
We also want the induction in the State Hall of Fame. And you know what I mean? And the cherry on top would be a nice NAACP Image Award, because me, you know what I'm saying? Me and Mike, we being black, 112 being a brand, you know what I'm saying? And R&B, we know the black music, you know what I'm saying? Why we got all the white awards, you know what I'm saying, for Grammys now, but we ain't got a BET award or NAACP Image Award.
Ridiculous. You right.
That's crazy. We crossed over to get there. That's cool. But you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people's pinnacles are the Grammys and stuff like that. 112, we got that, but we take pride in our own heritage. You know what I'm saying? And we understand, look what it said, NAACP Image Award. Who more than the R&B, the gentleman of R&B, you know what I'm saying, of our era, you know what I'm saying, getting the NAACP Image Award. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a campaign for that right there.
That's
Spread the word.
We're going to create a hashtag and we're going to run with that.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
But I can appreciate that about it, because that's something that I go back and forth with Bink on all the time about the music. The one thing that I can say about 112 and why you guys have been one of my favorite groups in my title, all that, is because it's real R&B. When I listen to it, I don't have to feel disrespected. Now, I might be told that I was wrong for doing something in a song, but it's in a language that is respectful, and it could also help somebody grow in a relationship instead of tear down a relationship and, you know, bring about all these other issues.
Absolutely.
So I do appreciate that about you guys being true to that, and it being real R&B, real love song, like what I heard my mom and daddy listen to as I was growing up.
Absolutely. And like Slim said, that's what we were striving for. You know, with our music, we wanted to be respectful because, you know, our mothers and our grandmothers were the ones that raised us, you know, and we have such a high respect for our Black queens, and because we know that they are the ones that are the least represented, you know, throughout this whole country, and it properly, and it's time that we switch that up, because so many of us have benefited from the sacrifice from Black women. you know, and
Absolutely.
yeah, so we, you know, our goal is to highlight. That's why in these videos you're gonna see we got black women throughout this whole video. You know, it's nothing against anybody else or nothing like that, but it's time that we stop being afraid of highlighting, you know, the fact that we enjoy being around black women. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with that. And then, you know, like why is it that we have to have an excuse for, you know, for that when and everything else, man, is all good. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's time to shake up the status quo and let these people know that, you know, just because, you know, you know, the status quo saying that, you know, she should be light skinned on up, you know, in the videos, and that's their definition of beauty, then that's the route that you're supposed to go in. Well, we don't feel that way. You know, we want to highlight our black queens. We want to like in one of the videos that we have, as a matter of fact, my daughter is in one of the videos, and I wanted to highlight her as being a young queen, you know, just to, you know, let the world know, man, that, you know, we are protective of ours, and as a people, we need to be more protective of ours, because nobody's going to protect black women the way, you know, the way that we need to, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what this whole thing is always been about. And you know, we have a ignorant amount of respect for, you know, the sacrifice that you guys have done over the years, and you know, and it's a thankless job, and you know, we just wanted to. This album is reflective of that. We just want to celebrate you and tell you thank you through our music. You know that it's a sacrifices for y'all.
So we talked about the single. I heard you say album. So single comes out today. When can we expect the full album?
Well, the EP will be dropping on the 21st of August. Right after that, each week we're gonna drop a single. I think we're gonna drop three. We're gonna drop this single, then we're gonna drop two more singles, and then when we drop the third single, which is on the 21st of August, we're gonna drop the EP. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all be on the lookout for that right here. This very proud of this. Definitely very proud of this body of work right here, because you know, like me and Mike, we've been at this for like a year. It was like an off and on situation, you know what I mean? Then the coronavirus. But you know, the crazy thing about this is like we love like when we go up against obstacles and we're able to overcome them. So it was a perfect fitting to name this album 112 Forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Name of this EP is called 112 Forever. You feel me? Because we wanted people to understand that at this point of our life and our career, that this is where we are. So you'll know exactly when you hear these songs, you know exactly where we were in 2020. We're fighting this whole virus, this pandemic thing going on. Like the craziness of our culture. We got a record called For Us that, you know what I mean, definitely highlights, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a love song, but at the same time it highlights our culture, what's going on right here and right now. So you know, we really want people to take this project seriously. You know what I'm saying? So we're taking it very seriously. So we want y'all to take it very seriously and just enjoy it. This is amazing. Press start. Let it play to the end.
No doubt. Hey, check this out. I got a Sean Biggie story. Well, Puffy. I got a Puffy Biggie story. Believe it or not, I got a G Dep Biggie story. I got a Cameron Biggie story. I don't have a 112 Slim and Mike Biggie story. I know y'all got one. Go and lay it on me, man. Give me something. I know y'all got one.
Well, we got a few of them, man. But I'll tell you one that comes up off the rip, and it's funny actually. We were at Daddy's house, and Big was recording his second album, and he was in the kitchen. And you know, if you've never been to Daddy's house and been in the kitchen, it's a real narrow kitchen, right? So maybe 3 people can be in the kitchen at one time, right? And so 12 at that time, man, we always did things like a little assembly line, you know, everything we pretty much moved in step, you know what I mean? It was always left, right, left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
So as we were coming in to work on our project, someone told us like, yo, Biggs in the other is in the kitchen, man. Y'all go in there and holler at him. So as we're going in there, like you couldn't go, like I said, you couldn't go in there all at once. You had to go in there in the line with us. So, like, say Slim would go in first, and then I go in. He was like Slim, like, well, yo, what's up, big? So boom, gave him dap. I come in there, gave him dap, and then as we were going on, dude was like, yo, I'm gonna give one of y'all dap, and y'all just pass this on to the rest of y'all. It's like 112 of y'all for real. Like, dude, he was like, man, I ain't finna sit here, man, and get all of y'all dap at the same time. Like, it's not gonna go down. So that was just real funny, man. And like, you know, we knew then, like, you know, this dude was hilarious, man. And that's one of the things that, you know, was a misconception with Big. You know, like everybody said he was this gangster and all this other stuff, man. And I'm not saying that, you know, the man wasn't perfect, but at the same time, he was a more caring person than anything else. And he was very funny. Dude was hilarious. And that was something that, you know, that I always, to this day, I still remember that. And he was our biggest, he along with Faith was our biggest supporters at Bad Boy.
Nice.
Biggest.
Yeah.
There is a game that I like to play. Now, I've already prepped Slim for this, Mike. I know you're not feeling well, so you might not be up to it. So this is an R&B game that we're going to play. We're going to find out how well you are up on your R&B. I will give a question. You have to sing the answer back. Okay? I'll give.
Oh Lord! If I try to sing now, you gonna like, bro, what are you doing in this music industry? If I try to sing,
it doesn't have to be perfect. So, So here we go. Here's the first question. What time was Usher cruising the block in his drop top?
I know the answer, but I can't sing it.
Man, I'm horrible with words. At a thought in the top cruising the streets.
Hey, there we go.
It's 112 on dot, to give it to me. Notice I said 112 on the dot. You feel me?
That's what that is.
The answer is 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock, but I said 112.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Okay, y'all get that one. Okay. What do you have to do to let Destiny's Child know you ain't playing games?
They want to just say my name. Right?
Right. You're absolutely right. What did Tevin Campbell want to do to that girl?
Break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the song.
He wanted to treat her. He wanted like some homework. He wanted to, you know, he wanted to treat her like some homework or something.
Oh, he did say something about some homework. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you after school like some homework? Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted to do you after school like some homework.
Okay. What was Erykah Badu going underwater with?
I was going underwater with $3.06.
Yes, y'all see, y'all are really good at this. Y'all really good. Yep. Okay, where was Mary J. Blige going?
She's going down. Yeah. She's going down.
What did T-Pain want to get that? What did T-Pain want to buy that girl?
Wanna buy your drink, oh, baby, won't you come with me? Yeah.
Okay. I like playing this game with y'all because y'all the first people that actually did it right. Everybody, I can't sing. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. But before we leave, what is it that you would like to share with your fans before we close out the show?
We just want to let you guys know that that your support is trust me, it's not taken for granted. We love each and every one of y'all. For 25 years, y'all been banging out with us. You've been rocking out with us through our ups and through our downs, and we appreciate it. And this album is a reminder of that. And again, thank you. Follow us on the official 112 on Instagram for all information related to 112. And again, thank y'all so very much, man. And for 25 years, and here's to another 25.
Hey man, I was gonna tell everybody that I love them, and hey, it's 112 forever. Mike and myself, we carrying the torch. See y'all in the Hall of Fame, baby.
12. Yeah. No matter the time, no matter the day, yeah. I want your body right here next to me. Show, wanna give you my all, exclusively. Girl, I love the way that you seducing me. Oh. Let me hold you in my arms, I treat you like a queen. Body like a goddess, you deserve to find a place. Every dollar, every second you can have from me. Girl, just make the call, I'm ready to give my all to you. Whatever you like, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Give it my time, I'ma spend it all on you. Day and night, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. No matter the price, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Whatever you like, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Give it my time, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Put my life on the line, yeah, I'ma spend it all on you. I'ma give you my all, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Balenciaga says she like it, Chanel bags, girl, you're priceless. Do anything like the white fat, first class for the flight plan. I need you to look, baby, soon as you arrive. Need to show you worth, get you the best money can buy. Come here and let me hold you in my arms, treat you like a queen. Body like a goddess, you deserve to find a place. Every dollar, every second you can have from me. Girl, just make the call, I'm ready to give my all to you. Whatever you like, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Give it my time, I'ma spend it all on you. Day and night, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. No matter the price, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Whatever you like, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Give it my time, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. Put my life on the line, yeah, I'ma spend it all on you. I'ma give you my all, girl, I'ma spend it all on you. I'ma spend it all on you. Girl, just make the call, I'm ready to give my all.